Before this video starts, I'm doing this for the whole week, starting on Thanksgiving week, Monday, for the IHSA Finals conclusion. Again, skip forward about a minute and a quarter if you're not interested or already saw it. But I want to thank everyone that's been watching, reading the articles at deepdishfootball.com, follows me on Twitter, Instagram. Thank you for the kind words and all that. This is good. My last season as publisher of Deep Dish Football. Publisher 7 will be coming out, I think, January 7th or 8th. So, but I just want to give you guys a big thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support and the love. And I definitely owe a big thank you to all the recruits that have agreed to do interviews, that I was able to do interviews with. And thank you so much. Thank you guys all for the kind words. Make sure you... again, recruiting is 100% free. That's all I can preach. And the next publisher is going to preach that as well. And that's the most important thing. Recruiting is free. Do not waste any money. Recruiting is free. And again, thank you guys so much for the donations and the tips. Again, it helps out, especially with the maintaining the website and deepdishfootball.com. Thank you guys so much, honestly. It was a fun time, and I know my viewership dips right after the state final games, so I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. But thank you guys so much. It has been an honor to cover Illinois high school football, and I've had some fun times, and I will be leaving next month. So don't think I'm leaving after this week. No, I'm going to be there until December. So thank you guys so much, and have a great, great day, and happy Thanksgiving. You guys doing? Good afternoon? Yeah, you can say afternoon right now. Yeah, about almost 4 o'clock, yeah. Good afternoon. My name is Pierre Lambert, a.k.a. Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Make sure you visit deepdishfootball.com. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email, again, is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. I am publisher of deepdishfootball.com. I'll be leaving as publisher of deepdishfootball.com next month, and the new publisher will be taking over in January. Publisher 7, I am publisher 6. And again, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And again, free recruiting advisement. I'm still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. Just got done with this afternoon. Again, it's absolutely free for a free recruiting advisement session. And if you are interested in a free recruiting advisement session, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. That's coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Again, it's absolutely free. Parents and recruits, schedule one. Let me know. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Then, December 3rd. So, on December 3rd will be the free recruiting seminar. Recruiting 101. Help you learn recruiting at 3 p.m. At December 3rd. It's this next Saturday. It's the week after the state finals on Saturday at 3 p.m. I will be reading questions online. So again, please send your questions to coachbigpetefp@gmail.com and say questions for recruiting seminar or questions for recruiting 101. But again, that's going to be next week. It's absolutely free, and feel free to look at it. Again, remember, recruiting is 100% free. And again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal or VENMO link below, as I have in the thing, or you can visit deepdishfootball.com. The links are there as well. And again, this is the season finale. State finals. Can you believe it? We are on state finals weekend, and I can just remember week 1. And we still didn't know what was going on in the beginning of the season. Absolute craziness. But again, it is Thanksgiving time, and it's the greatest time in the world because it is state finals down in Champaign, Illinois. So this is going to be very entertaining, in that. So we'll see what happens. Before we get to the games, as always, just 2 things, and because I got it. If I get numerous questions of the same subject, I will address them before the show. First, again, you got to have recruits, parents. You have to have a very positive relationship with your son's coach, and recruits. You have to have a positive relationship with your coaches. That's what matters the most in your recruiting. College coaches do not want to hear from the 7-on-7 coach. They do not want to hear from the trainer. They want to hear from the high school coach. That is the most important person. So please have a positive relationship with your coach. Now, have I said, and I do believe that we are in the golden age of coaches, where the evil, villainous football coach is pretty much dissipating, and we don't have that many of them. The stereotypical football coach, the gum-chewing asshole, it's pretty much gone. We have great coaches. We have coaches that care about the kids, that will go over leaps and bounds for the kids, that want to see these kids succeed in life. We do not have the egotistical 90s, 80s, 70s coach that just thinks about himself and will climb on the backs of kids just to get to the glory. I think that has completely changed. I think some of those egotistical coaches have gone into more of the training than high school coaching, and you can really see it. But again, the big thing that I say this right now: have a positive relationship. Hey, if you're a junior and you're a senior, invite the coach for a dinner. I've heard numerous times, again, invite the kid for a dinner with the family, invite the coach and his family, and just talk it out. And that's some of the best things. I have seen kids absolutely ruin relationships. I've seen kids absolutely kill their recruiting chances, telling the coach to go fuck himself or he's a piece of shit. I've seen it on huddles. I've seen it on games on YouTube live stream. It's clear evidence that kid does not want to be. This is a team, and you can't tell the coach go fuck himself. And if the coach is wrong, just shake it off. I have dealt with kids where I was wrong, and I've told kids, hey, and when I was coaching, hey, I was an effing asshole. I apologize. I've said that, and trust me, I was a huge asshole sometimes. But again, we live in an era right now where there's just good, solid coaching and coaches that care about the kids. It really is, and it's a positive thing. Also, let me get into this one, because this is when the time I get a shitload of emails and direct messages. Should my son transfer? No, he should not. If your son is transferring for academics, completely understand. If your son's if your son's transferring because your family cannot afford that school, I completely understand. Or jobs change or your move, I completely understand. But if you are just transferring for football, you're an idiot. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this numerous times. If you are just transferring for football, you're a complete idiot. And again, like I said, if you just clicked on and you move this video to just now, I'm not saying if the kid has to transfer for academics, I completely understand. If the kid has to transfer for economics, I completely understand. If the kid has to transfer because of move for a different job and that, I completely understand. But if a kid is just transferring for football, do not do it. And there's people that will say, well, what about this kid? And I will see, for every kid that you have, I have 14 kids that it just turns into a complete mess, and those kids didn't end up going Division I. Because that's the main reason why you want to transfer, was to see if your kid can go with Division I. Don't bullshit me. Well, no, he loves football. You want your son to be Division I. Let's not lie. Let's not bullshit, okay? You want your son to be Division I, and you get angry at that year when you transfer and you find out your kid's not Division I, because guess what? No Division I team wants a 5'10" offensive tackle that's slow as shit. So, again, please understand, there's a lot more horror stories to transferring just for football. Now, and I'm going to repeat this again because I guarantee you I'll get 3 or 4 effing emails about this. Well, he said that I lost my job and I have to transfer. I completely understand. That's no problem. You transfer because of academics, you have to move for a different job. I completely understand. But if you're just transferring for football, it is a horrible and shit idea. I've seen horror stories, and the horror stories are bad. They are really, really, really bad. So, just to let you know. And I got a good question at the end because someone asked me as a joke, and I'm gonna answer that. All right, so we get into the games of the week, which guess what? The 8 state final games, IHSA 2022. Here we go. And as we go, we get ready. Let's go. Lena Winslow takes on Camp Point Central. Lena Winslow, Camp Point Central. Camp Point Central at the number 2 seed. Lena Winslow at the number 1 seed. And again, Lena Winslow has looked unbelievable this season. They have absolutely kicked everyone's ass in with Gunnar and Lobdell. He's another star player. Offensive line, too. Again, offensive line that literally took a 4A team and put them on their ass against Marion Central Catholic in the regular season, which was quite impressive for the Lena Winslow team. Again, do I see Camp Point Central challenging Lena Winslow? Yes. What would they have to do? They would have to spread the field. They have to spread the field. They have to create one-on-ones. And again, that's the big thing. They have to spread out the field. Can they outwork Lena Winslow, Camp Point Central? Yes. But it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. And Lena Winslow was a team where everyone was saying, yeah, this is the top dog team in 1A. They've proven it. No doubt about it. So congratulations to them. It's going to be a good game, Lena Winslow versus Camp Point Central. I'm excited for this game because this is I'm going to say this right now. This could probably be one of the more exciting games in the state finals. Not going to lie to you. It's going to be a good game. Second one, Tri-Valley takes on St. Teresa. And St. Teresa, Amari Wallace, their quarterback, that whole crew, they've been kicking ass and taking names. Tri-Valley, they've had ups and downs. Again, 3 losses in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. 3 losses in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. But they managed to catch fire. I think this is where I think it sort of ends. And I think St. Teresa's just going to be too much. But Tri-Valley, God bless them, they kicked some ass. This is the playoff season. They've had a wonderful playoff season, no doubt about that. IC versus Williamsville. Again, and the big thing will be for Williamsville, and the most important thing as I get into Lena Winslow versus Camp Point Central is, again, creating mismatches against IC, and the big thing is going to be Williamsville secondary. So Williamsville secondary has got to absolutely kick ass in this game against IC, no doubt about it. Also, line play. They have the size, Williamsville. They got to create those holes and, again, stay in those gap assignments against this IC offensive line. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a big dog game in 3A. Again, 2A, 3A, you just sort of know who's going to win. You sort of get a good idea who's going to win. Am I going to be surprised? Would I be shocked if Tri-Valley beats surprises St. Teresa? Yeah, I would. If Williamsville beats IC, not really the upset, but I just don't see it coming. I think IC's that damn good. So, yeah. Next one, Sacred Heart Griffin versus Providence Catholic. Providence Catholic, Amari Triplet has had a wonderful season with the offensive line. And Amari, I gave you your shout out. I hope you're happy. Sacred Heart Griffin has been unbelievable. Ty Lott on fire. Their wide receiver core on fire. Jackson, their running back, has had a hell of a season too. The Sacred Heart Griffin team is playing their ass off for Ken Leonard as he finishes his last season. This is his last game ever. Can he get a state ring against a tough Providence Catholic team that has proved everyone wrong? They proved me wrong last week. And they've done a wonderful job, this Providence Catholic team. Lucas Proudfoot, underrated quarterback. And again, with Providence Catholic, the big thing will be the secondary. Providence Catholic secondary, how can they handle this Sacred Heart Griffin wide receiver core? That's going to be a big matchup to look at. And again, would I be shocked that Providence Catholic upsets the Sacred Heart Griffin? No. I think this is, but would I be shocked that this turns out to be just favoring Sacred Heart Griffin? Yeah, I see Sacred Heart Griffin favoring this game. Providence Catholic, I think it ends the run, but we will see what happens. And don't send me direct messages basically saying we proved you wrong. And by the way, Providence Catholic, again, me and my co-host, Patrick Cotto. Patrick Cotto is the chubby one. I'm the fat one. So stop mixing up the two, okay? Fat one, Patrick Cotto is the chubby one on DuPage Run and Shoot Show. You guys keep sending me messages thinking I'm Patrick Cotto. Come on. Let's go, Providence Catholic. Come on, man. All right, Peoria versus Nazareth Academy. We got a good battle in 5A, and again, Peoria offense is looking good. The big thing for Peoria is going to be their defense. And again, if they manage to get 3 to 4 stops against this Nazareth offense, they'll be good. They'll win this game. But Nazareth has been unbelievable, and I think this game is going to end up on the lap of Nazareth's defensive line as they try and stop Washington. Gabe Kaminsky has been a stud for Nazareth Academy. They've got a freshman, I think it's Little. They got a freshman defensive end who's really fast, gets off the edge perfectly. So he's another player to keep an eye out for. And defensive tackle. I'm forgetting defensive tackle's name. Nazareth's defensive tackle. They have to have a big game. This is going to be a big one. This Peoria Nazareth game, I've been leaning towards Peoria. I've been thinking Nazareth, but I'm going to go leaning a little bit towards Peoria in this game. But we will see what happens, and I'm going to probably hear from Nazareth alumni because my brother went to Nazareth. I'm going to hear all that shit. So bring it on. 6A, East St. Louis takes on Prairie Ridge. And as everyone has said, Prairie Ridge is going to absolutely destroy Prairie Ridge. They don't even have a chance. It's going to be a running clock. East St. Louis is going to get their title. They're pissed off from last year against Cary Grove. Not so fast. And again, Prairie Ridge, what offense do they run? They run the asshole offense. That's that triple option offense. Again, that offense gives fits to defense. Again, if East St. Louis's defense can stop them in the first quarter, this game's over, East St. Louis wins. But if they have trouble, and Prairie Ridge, and if you tell me the time of possession for Prairie Ridge is greater than East St. Louis, I got a good feeling on who's going to win that game. Probably Prairie Ridge. And again, on conversion rate, 2 with the third down conversion and second down conversion, which are key. And you're asking, second down conversion, why? Because second down conversion, I like little daggers in the defensive mind. And there's a famous quote that I was told to me by the great Hall of Famer, Coach Carlson. Future Hall of Famer, Coach Carlson. Batavia versus Mount Carmel. Batavia versus Mount Carmel. Went to Batavia last night. Beautiful time in Batavia. Thank you to Coach Pyron. Again, Batavia, good head on the shoulders. Very respectable towards this Mount Carmel team. Talking very good about this Mount Carmel team. They're very impressed with this Mount Carmel team. They're not thinking about what happened last year. For Mount Carmel team, this team's been rolling. Everything that was thrown their way, they've passed every test. This Caravan team. Again, I see this game as a toss-up. I really do see this game as a toss-up. I think this is just going to be one of those games that's whatever. And for East St. Louis Prairie Ridge, I got this game as a toss-up too, just to let you guys know. But Batavia, they got some good young talent, by the way. Some good young talent, but a fun time at Batavia yesterday. But Mount Carmel, for me, I think it all falls in on Blaine Dowling. If Blaine Dowling's on target, it's going to be a tough night for Batavia. Batavia's going to have to create pressure, and again, Batavia's defensive line is going to have to be the star of this game against the Mount Carmel offensive line. No doubt about that. Loyola takes on Lincoln Way East, and again, I have this game as a major league toss-up. I like Loyola. Are they a dominant force like they were years before? They've shown some weaknesses this year. With Lincoln Way East, their running attack has been unbelievable. And I think, again, for Lincoln Way East to win against Loyola Academy, they're going to have to pass the ball. That's going to be huge. For Loyola Academy, they can't make mental mistakes. If they make mental mistakes, Lincoln Way East will take seize of that, and they will win this game. But this Loyola game versus Lincoln Way West East game in 8A is going to be an absolute slobber knocker. I got no doubt about that. And again, looking at these games, I see, and I will eat crow for this. I see maybe one game being a blowout. I think all games are going to be close. I think they're going to be tough-fought games as well. But and someone asked me, like, who am I rooting for in it? I'm going to say it. I sort of want I'm trying to think. I sort of want Ken Laird to get his ring. To get another ring. I know he's got a bunch of rings. But it's good to see a legend like that, and he's hanging up the whistle, so it'd be very interesting. All right, and we get to the questions. What game will be the most entertaining game? Mike Marino out of Chicago. The most entertaining game in this, to me, I'm going to have to say, East St. Louis versus Prairie Ridge. East St. Louis versus Prairie Ridge is going to be the most entertaining game. Lena Winslow versus Camp Point Central is going to be the second most entertaining game. I really do. Though I think those are going to be the two most entertaining games. Thanks, Mike Moreno, Chicago. Frank Zepsik, you're an asshole from Lyle. Do private schools recruit? No, they don't. Private schools don't recruit. And again, this is a running joke because literally everyone is like literally tweeting at kids and at high school football teams' Twitter accounts and Facebook. You guys recruit. Okay? What are you gonna do about it? And again, public schools recruit too. Whoa! I just laid down some big time drama right there. Private schools and public schools recruit. Yes, private schools recruit more because of their status. But again, do we need separate conferences? Here's the thing about that. Look at the private schools. Look at the population. How many kids are coming to Catholic schools? Look at the decades. I got some bad news for you. The population of Catholic schools is going down. People are not sending their kids that much more to Catholic schools. It's going to continuously go down. At least every 5 years, we've had 2 schools shut down. Guerin Prep, St. Joseph. They both shut down. There's going to be more schools shutting down, especially in the Chicagoland area. So, don't think, it's going to probably 10 years from now, half the 20 years, I'll say 20 years from now, half the private schools are going to be gone. And that's just a thing of the times. And I'm going to say Catholic schools. Most likely Catholic schools are going to be gone. And this is not I got you. No. This is a serious, that they're losing a lot of people. So don't get all hung up on private, because they're going to merge. If they split, they're going to have to merge back together because there's not going to be that many private schools. That's the truth. So, all right. And you see, we got a fat kid question. There we go. And I'm talking about that. We got a fat kid question. What's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving? Charles Whitey of Maywood. My fat kid senses are tingling. Stuffing. Good old fashioned stuffing. Maybe some pierogi and some Polish sausage. That's always good as well. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. Stuffing. Yeah, stuffing. That's my favorite dish. And it's got to be done right. It can't be that dry shit, by the way. It can't be that dry shit. I hate that crap. I hate dry stuffing. All right. That is it. This has been the season finale of Deep Dish Football Live. This is my last Deep Dish Football Live ever. If you like my work, feel free to leave a tip / donation via PayPal. All right. My feed just cut off, by the way. But I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys, to you and your family, for me and my family. Thank you guys so much for joining. This is my last Deep Dish Football Live ever. Join me for the series finale this Sunday, 9 a.m., Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. Should be a lot of fun this Sunday. We'll talk about the title games and everything else. But still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. Email me, CoachBigPete, fp@gmail.com. It's absolutely free. Recruits and parents, schedule yours, absolutely free. And again, from my family to your family, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys so much for watching. And happy holidays, by the way, and happy holidays from my family to yours. And thank you guys honestly for watching, and for the donations, for the tips, for reading, for listening, and thank you guys so much, honestly. And thank you for the lovely comments these past days as well. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. And I'll keep an eye out for the episode of Do Page Run and Shoot Show with me and my co-host Patrick Coral. Thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely holiday, Thanksgiving. Have a safe season, guys. Good night.